Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Mr.PvE. I know it's been a while. I'm going to try to post more. I don't want to give exact dates or whatever when I'm posting, just because lately I haven't been posting and there's a reason for it. But I'm going to try to post more. I'm going to show you my favorite offensive build and defensive build that I've currently been using. They are easy to make, but they both require an item that either you've got it already or you need to look for or whatever, but they're items that I don't know if you can currently get, so just know that. I want to say it up front because I know most people, when they do builds and they mention these pieces, they're assuming that everybody has them, but not everybody might have them, so that's why I'm saying it up front. All right, so the first build is a striker build. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm not going to be reading stuff. I just want to show you the gun, the two builds, not the guns, the two builds that I'm currently using the most, one offensive, one defensive, just because I'm having a lot of fun with them. So the first one, again, it's going to be striker. Big surprise there, right? So a 4-piece striker with Petrov, I think that's how you say it. And that's for the LMG damage because we're using the Pesty. And then I just have Obliterate on it. And then here's the part where you either have it or you don't. These are the new knee pads, the ones that spread 50% of the damage to enemies within 30 meters of the target you're shooting. And it says it doesn't apply to armor plates. However, it is applying to armor plates. But there's also a con to this because I believe these knee pads are bugged. And I don't know if it has to do with the striker's RPM or the knee pads themselves are just bugged. And that is that I don't believe every round is counting. I think it's every second or third round that counts. Because if it was counting the way it should be, the person you're hitting and the person next to him should be taking the same damage at the same time, because it does not say that it only happens with crit chance or with a crit hit or anything like that. It's just weapon damage. Okay, so it's kind of messed up, but it still actually works pretty damn good. So again, it's just 4-piece striker and then the Petrov with Obliterate on it and then the new knee pads. Okay. And then the main gun I'm using is the Pesty, because although your damage is being cut by 50, the Pesty's tick, the tick damage that it does, is actually still at 100%. So you could still technically tick someone for, like, I think this one is just shy of 1 million. So you could still technically tick someone for that much. Now, again, this thing is expertise. So depending on your expertise level, you'll either hit harder or you'll hit a little weaker. And then this right here is just a rifle, the USC. And I'm using this one actually for close range because it does so much damage and it's full auto now with the update that they did recently to all the rifles and stuff like that. And it does a lot more damage, so that if someone pushes you and you need that quick damage, you switch over to this. I am using the sharpshooter specialization or whatever the fuck you call it, the sharpshooter, because it gives you 15% weapon handling plus a 15% from the striker, and you'll need it for this gun because this gun likes to jump everywhere. It has a lot of recoil. You could also use, I think it's the Arc SS. This one you can put an extra mod on it, so you might want to run this instead. And this one has boomerang. It hits really good, and it actually hits a little bit heavier than the one I'm using, but I like the way this one looks. It's the only reason I'm using it. Okay, and then let me see, I'll reset these guys, and it's gonna take a minute to stack it all up, so let me stack it up and then I'll come back. All right, so this is fully stacked, and this is also counting the season modifier. But what I like to do is I like to shoot them till they don't have armor, and then move on to someone who does have armor, especially when they're grouped up like this, because again, it's technically not supposed to work on armor, but it does. But I feel like if you take off the armor off of someone, just move on to the next person, and because they have no armor, they're going to be taking the damage guaranteed. And with the armor, it feels like it doesn't do it as much. But yeah, that's why I like it. And the biggest reason is, like, when you go up against, like, if you're doing legendaries, which is what I like running. If you're doing legendaries or like the mastery mission, I hate when it bugs out like this, because now I can't shoot the guy in the back. Let me get bullets. All right, so the reason why I like it a lot is because when you fight a boss, they typically have a lot more armor than the rest of their teammates. And when that happens, I do not shoot anybody else but the boss, even if he has armor. Because once you start shooting them, it spreads to everything around them. And if you're doing like Capitol Building or DUA or even Roosevelt, those are the ones that I've used it the most on. On Roosevelt, when those drones fly over you, if you just start shooting up at the drones, anything within 30 meters of those drones, it's taking damage. And because you could shoot the pesty so goddamn fast, like you're just chunking everybody around really, really good. And you could essentially kill everybody off so that when you're done with the drones, the amount of ads that are out have been cut by like half because you already over damaged them or they're almost dead. So that's the reason why I like this build a lot. Now, the rifle, the reason why I have the rifle, here, let's do this. If you look at my damage that I put out, it's being cut in half. But because the RPM on this thing is so fast that you can still kind of mow them down. But at the highest this thing will hit is 400. See what I'm saying? Like 400 is the highest. So if someone pushes you, you don't have that really aggressive DPS to just mow them down. But if you switch over to the rifle, you see the damage, it's up to like 800 at some points. Like something. So now you have a better chance at at surviving. They start pushing you, switch over to this, just take them down. Again, you can use the arc, it's also really good. You just need something that has a decent amount of ammo, because when these things go full auto, they run through that ammo pretty quick, and you don't get as much as you do with like a assault rifle, LMG, submachine gun, whatever. You don't get as much ammo, so you need it to hit hard. And you're hitting for 800, but remember, that's half the damage. So everybody within 30 meters of the guy pushing you, especially if there's a group like shotgunners pushing you, you're doing that 800 to everybody. Everybody's getting it. And that's why it works so damn good. And I'm loving the fucking build. It's really, really fun to run. If you're running with a team, it's even better, because then they don't focus you as much, which allows you to keep putting damage down. And so I'll show it again. But this is the build right here. It's very simple. Everybody can get strikers. Everybody pretty sure has a Petrov piece or whatever. The pesty, you can get them from boxes now. I think you can get them in the dark zone, stuff like that. This one, I believe if I crafted this one, I don't think I found it anywhere. I think I actually crafted it. This is the only wild card. It came out maybe 3-4 weeks ago. They just gave it to us. It was in our stash, kind of like the Lexington. So if you got it, you can make this build. If you don't have it, then it's just a regular striker. Okay. So now let's go on to the next build. All right, this is the defensive build that I was talking about. This is my favorite one right now that I'm running to help the team out. I'm running it with the firewall, whatever the fuck he's called, specialist, Scorpio, and then the Lexington. Now, this is not a DPS build. It is a straight tank for your team. And this is one of the items that I was saying that it's either you have it or you don't. It's the chill out mask, but it allows you to put 2 mods on it. So I have regen, and then I have 2 protection from elite mods on it, 12s, and then I have this piece right here, which is the name one, and you need it for the talent, because anytime you apply a status effect, anybody within 30 meters gets 50% of your armor. I have 1.9 million armor, so it's a good chunk of armor you're giving to your teammates, right? And this is just from shooting the Scorpio. I think it's like 5 or 6 times to apply the shock. And then once you do that, everybody within the ad that you applied the shock to, anybody within 30 meters of that person gets 50% of your armor. And then we have this, the Vanguard, and that's whenever you take out your shield, people get 50% of your armor as well. So now you're giving everybody in your team 100% of your armor. And they're going to be getting, on top of whatever armor they're running, 1.9 million armor. Okay. And then again, I have protection from elites is a 13, 2 12s, another 13. And then I have improvised pieces that I have right here with health and regen. And then these two have crit chance, crit damage. And the only reason why I'm wearing these over the other ones that I have that are all blue is just because I wanted a little tiny bit of damage so that I can use the Lexington from mid to long range. But that's the only reason why. If you want to go full tank, don't do this. Just put regen and arm and health or something. But these are improvised pieces. You have to craft these, and then you have to craft them with good rolls. So as you see, like I literally just did these just so I can have a little bit of damage because I'm already getting the armor. I don't really care about the regen because bonus armor is actually a little bit tougher than your regular armor, so it takes a little bit more for them to hit you. However, you need them because I have 12% protection from elites on all these. So in total, I have 80% protection from elites. So if you're trying to run the mission like the mastery mission, where almost everybody's an elite, you rock this and you'll be surprised how little damage they do to you. Like they hardly do any damage to you. And then on top of that, because you're wearing the half shield, I wear the half shield, you can wear the full shield, whatever shield you want to run. I run the half shield so I can have my Lexington or the shotgun out. So if you do start taking damage, you pop the shield out. I don't know if it's bugged or whatever, but the 50% or the 80% less damage that they do to you, I feel like it's also applying to the shield, because the shield, if you look at the health on it, it's not even at 5 mil. Yet they struggle to take the shield down. Unless you have like 5 or 6 dudes shooting at you, they should not take the shield down right away. You should have enough time to take out the shield, give your teammates the armor, and then on top of that, just start shooting them with the Scorpio, and then get that initial armor that you do get. Now, the shield armor, when you pop it out, you don't get it. That's just your teammates. Your teammates are the only ones that are going to get this. That's why you want to take it out and then immediately shoot whoever's in front of you so that you can get your bonus armor. But again, this armor is tougher. It's 80% less damage that elites are doing to you, so all yellows. And the only people you gotta worry about is the purples and reds, because they will fuck you up. Like, they just do a lot more damage. So if you're running, like, if you're trying to do legendary or something, focus them first. Like, stack your shit off of them, and then always pop your shield before you start shooting when you have reds and purples. If you don't have them, you could honestly just run up to them. Like if it's a gold, you could just run up to them and start shooting them to get your 50% and well as your teammates 50%. So this is just a very, very fun build. I've been helping people with the mastery with this build because I'm able to, in the very beginning where you have to shoot those like generators to take out those turrets, you're able to just kind of run around, shoot those things down, run to the next section, shoot those things out, and help your teammates so they're not getting bombarded with the turrets. So yeah, those are the two builds that I am currently running. So it's going to be this one for defense and then the striker one for offense. So the video is not like a how to or, build shit like me. No, build it how you like. Like I said, I put reds in here. If you're really trying to make a tank, you wouldn't want reds in there. Especially since you don't really do a whole lot of damage, not even with this thing. Okay, so you're not doing a whole bunch, but that's still some damage, and you could always help out, like hit the reds from mid to long range, hit the reds and purples, and then if you see golds, switch to your Scorpio, push out, shoot them up, get that extra armor for your teammates. Keep your eyes on the little icon under your ammo for the shield and the shield cooldown, so that as soon as the cooldown goes, pop the shield out. I wouldn't recommend running around with the shield, because if they break it, then it eliminates that extra armor you can be giving to your teammates. So only really pop out the shield when you're trying to boost your teammates. Otherwise, keep the shield away. Like again, unless you're getting like 5 dudes shooting at you all at the same time, you're really not going to take a whole lot of damage. Like I have face tanked the strikers. I have face tanked the hunters that are in that mastery mission. And if they're using a shotgun and they shoot you, like typically they would just drop you. It takes them 3 shots to take my armor off. So typically I'll run up to them, shoot them with my Scorpio. They'll hit me like twice, and then I pop the shield and I'll continue to shoot them to get the armor. And then because the build does have some regeneration on it, if you just keep your shield out and just keep shooting to keep them disoriented and stuff, like you'll get your armor all the way back. And then you could always pop a med kit too if you need to. But yeah, those are the 2 builds I'm using. Really, really fun builds, at least for me. I just figured I would share with the community. So thank you. Have an amazing day. And I'll see you guys on the next one.